Hi, once again this is Ed from ExoticBlanks, welcoming you to another video. This one will be on a new product that we're carrying called craftcoat. The purpose of this is to be able to finish your pens on the lathe, similar to wood turner's finish that I've done before. But I wanted to find out how this actually applies and what problems you might run into and so forth. So I started off with a cherry burl, and that's what we're going to be working with and putting on the craftcoat product. Similar to the way I used wood turner's finish, I'm also using the small sponge for this product. I think it meters it out nicely, so it gives you a good even finish as you're applying. The first few coats did dry very rapidly, probably 30 to 35 seconds. The coats were dry. This is cherry burl, and cherry burl was dry, so it was absorbing the finish quite easily. As you can see, I checked it to make sure that it was dry because it was going so quickly. I was surprised that it was dry. Early coats of this, I did squirt the craftcoat onto the blank. So there was a fairly generous supply of the craftcoat going on to the blank. The manufacturer advertises craftcoat as a one-component linseed oil modified waterborne urethane. It went on very nicely, and it does feel like it's waterborne. Did not have an odor. It was really very simple to put on to the blank. Put on about 5 coats in about 30-35 second increments. Very quick to dry, very easy to apply. Once I got to the end of the 5th coat, it started to look wet. It started to get to the point where you actually had a shine. I continued to put on another 5 coats, so essentially I had 10 coats when I was completed here. The last coats, I did wait longer between them. It might have been dry, but it did not appear to be dry. So it's possible that it was dry and I could have put them on more rapidly. They do tell you to wait 24 hours on one of their instructions before sanding and evening it off. So I did that. I waited 24 hours and then came back and sanded the product. The next day I sanded the product with 600 grit paper. I did not sand it for any length of time. It had peaks and valleys. It was a little bumpy, and so I sanded it just to get that evened off. Once I was finished with that, there was very little shine left, but that's what happens with 600 grit paper. You would expect that. Then I took it over to the buffing station, and I buffed it with white diamond. And it buffed up nice. It gave us a good shine, and you'll see a picture of the pen at the end of this video. All in all, it was an easy process, and the product is easy to use. The pen is nice looking. It is not a gloss shine. It's more of a satin shine, but I'm fine with that. It looked good to me. And again, when you see the picture, you can decide what is this the product for you. It was fun to use. And I would say it certainly is a good product. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Ed. Bye now.